Hi there. Let me show you what Playwright CLI is. It's a new tool in the Playwright family. In this video, we're going to talk about what Playwright CLI is. We'll compare it to MCP, give some demos, talk about token efficiency, some capabilities, and hopefully you'll have a better idea on which one you should be using in the future. Let me start with a demo. This is a demo of the Playwright CLI functionality. I'm starting in an empty folder, demo CLI, and I'm going to install Playwright CLI globally. It means that it'll be available in all the locations. And the first thing I do is I'm initializing my workspace. I'm saying Playwright CLI install, which creates an empty folder called Playwright, and that's it. And we are using that to differentiate between different workspaces on your disk. Each of these workspaces is going to have its own set of browsers that it's going to use. More about that later. But I'd like to also install some skills in this workspace. I'm calling install skills, and it installs a bunch of Claude skills in my workspace. Let me start Claude and give it a task. I'm going to ask it to open Playwright Dev, which is a web page, search for locators, which is just a word, and check that the doc is available for each language. And by the language, we mean that it's available for JavaScript, Python, Java, and .NET. And I'm also asking it to take screenshots for each of the language docs. So let's see how it does it. What we are looking at is a 16x time lapse of what was happening. And what was happening is just Claude was talking to a browser using the CLI utility. Let's see, the result is there. Let's look at the context, which allows us to see how much tokens we have spent, but we won't stop here for a long time. And we are going to proceed with the MCP version of the same task. Let me start Claude. And here, I see MCP server installed, Playwright MCP is installed. No skills are installed in this folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it exactly the same task. And again, 16x time lapse, and it's done. Let's also open the context stats here to see how much tokens we have consumed. All right. So what we are seeing here is that we have taken 114,000 tokens for this operation, which is quite costly. Let's compare this to what we have gotten with CLI. And the CLI has taken only 26.8 thousand tokens. So what we have seen in the demo was that MCP consumed more context. But why? Let's dig a little deeper. This is what MCP was doing. So let's explore these two calls. First, it tried to navigate to a page, and Playwright Dev is a Docusaurus page. It's pretty big. It has a lot of content, a lot of DOM, control, scripts, etc. And even though Playwright MCP is very efficient in conveying only the accessibility snapshot to the LLM, it still replied with the entirety of it, and it all has gotten into the context window. And we can see here that result exceeds the maximum amount of tokens. And after that, it took a screenshot. But when MCP is taking a screenshot, LLM is asking it to do so. So we are replying with all those bytes to the LLM itself. And again, the image tokens end up in the context. And in this case, that wasn't the goal. All we wanted was to capture a screenshot and save it on disk. Let's compare it to what CLI was doing. CLI said, I'd like to go to a location. And then, without even capturing a snapshot or reading a file with a snapshot from the disk, which was created as a result of this call, it immediately took a screenshot and saved this file. As a result, it saved context. None of these tokens got into it because LLM didn't actually need them. So what CLI is doing is all of the data that it emits, it saves into files, and then your coding agent is going to make a decision of whether it needs to go to LLM or not. Let's talk about capabilities. We saw how MCP worked, but you will see that MCP only used a couple of dozens of commands. And that is not because of we don't have those. We do have them. In fact, all the CLI capabilities are also present through MCP. We just don't enable them by default because they are consuming context. On the other hand, on CLI, we don't have that limitation. So we can expose all of these commands and more. All right. So we've seen the token use. We've talked about capabilities. Now, it seems like it's a no-brainer. You should be using CLI, right? Well, let's talk about it a little bit. CLI is the new tool, and it shines when it's being used as a part of the coding agent. And the coding agent is your Claude code or GitHub Copilot or any other agent that can edit files, that has access to your workspace. we can be efficient there. We can capture those snapshots, save them on disk, save those screenshots on disk, and let coding agent decide whether it wants to read them in full or it wants to send the entirety into the LLM. So it becomes token efficient that way. So CLI requires a coding agent to be efficient. Other than that, it is skill-based, and you can add knowledge about Playwright and your scenarios into the skills, so it's interoperable with other skill-based tools. It also is headless by default because we assume that you're going to run a lot of background agents in your coding agents with them. On the other hand, MCP is going to work with any generic agent. It's a strict standard, and tools know what to expect, how to call these MCP tools, what the results are. But in this case, everything is in the hands of the LLM, so all of the replies are most likely going to make their way back into the LLM and are potentially going to overwhelm its context. You can still have multiple browsers in MCP, no problem. And the efficiency of MCP can actually be configured. You can allow and disallow those tools and see what you need. It's a little bit more manual in that regard. Also, historically, MCP is headed by default. So to recap, if you're using a coding agent, if your tasks are coding, testing, you're using Claude, GitHub, Copilot, you probably want to use CLI. On the other hand, if you are authoring an agentic loop that is performing certain tasks for your scenarios, MCP is still the way to go. That's about it. Happy testing!